Let us find out what's been going on. Alistair.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
It changed when most of them were slaughtered.
If you think small numbers make you helpless, you are already defeated.
But we were fighting the dark spawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
We should contact the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
What is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Then we need to find this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention... I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon? The Arl of Redcliffe?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what the Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I'd be happy with just staying alive.
Come to think of it, that would be nice.
Well, don't expect me to do everything. There is, however, one more thing I can offer.
Your daughter.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve? Or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well. We'll take her along with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens. Do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you to speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies where they could find them.
I am so pleased to have your approval.
I think we should just get underway.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Okay, good. Good. Codex updated. Flemeth. Okay, that's a lot of updates, Jesus. You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says Ban Conabar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harboured a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of Highever, and for a time they lived happily, until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the Chasing tribes for help, and hid from Conabar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Conabar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Conabar killed Osen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirit took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination, a twisted, maddened creature. She slaughtered Conabar and all his men, and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the Chasing to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Kakari witches led an army of Chasing from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say. But even now, the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the marsh, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. What else have we got? Let's do... oh, Alistair will do. You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together. Alistair was a novice Templar when Duncan recruited him into the Grey Wardens. Or rescued him, as Alistair would say. His mother was a serving girl who died when Alistair was very young. He was raised by Eamon Gurin, Earl of Redcliffe, for a time. And finally, we'll do Morrigan. Witch of the Wilds? Such idle fancies, those legends. Have you no minds of your own? Of herself, Morrigan says little. She does not deny being a Witch of the Wilds, but beyond that, everything about her is in question. Her mother claims to be Flemeth. If that's true, then Morrigan might well be a powerful witch. For the tales of the daughters of Flemeth tell of twisted, monstrous women who can kill a man with fear. She was made to accompany the surviving Grey Wardens. The payment, Flemeth said, for saving their lives at the Tower of Ishal. Okay. If you want me to read any of the other journal entries, then let me know in the comments and I'll do it at a later date, probably. New quest, broken circle, blah 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 blah. Okay. Good, good. Right, so we have things to do, right? Quest the Blight. So that would be mages, elves, dwarves, all. Right, what should we do first? Nobody knows. Let's... Yes, I want to do this. Oh, where do we go? Lothering. Oh, I have to go to Lothering. Fair enough. For God's sake. Is that strictly necessary? Oh.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most... fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
He raises a very good point. Silly girl. Wearing my stupid hat of stupidness again. Oh, Doggy. Hello, Doggy. What's that? Someone's fallen down the well? Oh. No, you're going to die. Yeah, you're going to die. You. Right there. This is how we do it. Come on, we can do this. You're gonna die. I want some kind of AoE spell, that's what I need. Because you don't hurt dogs. That's not acceptable. He wags his tail happily and pants. Okay then. Those Darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Barbari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
No, he's not. I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be. Happy bark. Oh. Please enter a name for the dog. Oh, what do I call the dog? Ah. I am going to call you McDrool. Yes. Oh, new codex entry for McDrool. Let's have a look. The Mabari is clever enough to speak and wise enough to know not to. Ferelden proverb. Junti found this Mabari, in the camp at Ostagar. His master was killed in the wilds, and McDrool fell ill from biting the Darkspawn in battle. McDrool seems to have chosen Junti as his new master now, seeking Junti out after the battle at Ostagar, and warning of an impending Darkspawn attack. Oh, party approval. One of your party members has begun to genuinely like you and respect your leadership. As you improve your relationship with party members, head back to the camp to speak with them. They'll be much more willing to open up when they don't have to worry about death around every corner, and you'll need to talk to them more if you want to continue to improve your relationship. You can track party members' approval ratings using the orange bar at the bottom of their character records. Okay. In that case, let's loot.
And so I shall.
Looty looty loot loot loot.
All right.
Oh, come on. Right, what do I want? That looks like a bunch of shit. I'll get rid of that and add that. Lovely. So, was this it? There was just a stupid Darkspawn attack that I couldn't really do anything about. Marvellous. Let's continue on to, you know, where I actually wanted to go in the first place, shall we? Here we are. So, what's going on here?
Wake up, gentlemen! More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf of all
Hello.
things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Hi there.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach
Me
them a
too.
lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
I think you're going to be the ones paying, boys. Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Alright, well, let's have it. Oh, I can intimidate them, I suppose. Do you really want to fight a mage?
A mage? Ah, I don't want to be a toad.
Nobody's turning you into a toad, you sniveling bastard. But we'll, let the toll go. Just this once.
It's time to test some spells.
Ah, don't turn me into a toad!
See, it's important, very important, that you learn not to do this kind of shit. I'd like to consider myself...
All right, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the Darkspawn get us all.
This shoddy operation is pathetic. I could do better.
Right. I guess so. I'm sorry.
And... now you die. That's all you deserve.
I'm not going down without a
That's
fight.
fine. Don't go down without a fight. I don't... Wait a minute. I don't want to be Alistair. I want to be Junti. Oh, I missed the fight. There we go. Lovely stuff. Lovely. Dead Templar. A fallen Templar. So many of my fellow knights have been searching for the urn. Surely one of them must have found it. Brother Genitivi by now. Oh no, wait. Surely one of them must have found Brother Genitivi by now. Still, until I hear that all is well, I must proceed as planned. Brother Genitivi holds the key to finding the urn of sacred ashes. We always knew this, but I believe I now know where Brother Genitivi lies. I have been to his home in Denerim and found the trail. I am amazed that other knights have not done likewise. Unless they have. No, it is best to not get caught up in thoughts of conspiracy. Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. I must go to him immediately and report what I have learned. Should anyone find these ramblings, all I ask is that he be informed of my fate. I pray that he complete what I cannot. A note from Sir Henrik of Redcliffe. Right, good stuff. And some shit and a nice salve. I don't necessarily want that. Okay, right, we can now proceed into the town of Lothering, was this? I can't remember. Anyway, onwards!